Hey everybody, welcome. I hope you're doing very, very wonderful today. So today's video, I'm excited because I'm going to revisit some Pat McGrath. It has been a while, a hot minute since I've used Pat McGrath personally and even on my channel. You know, I feel like when people think of Pat McGrath, you just immediately think of her motherships, and she's got a lot of really good products beyond those motherships that are excellent and really, really good quality. I'm going to use some of the stuff that I have today that I personally own. But before I get right into everything, my name is Carrie. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like my content. And for those of you already subscribed, you guys are amazing and wonderful. Thank you very much for your support. Anyway, so let's get on with it. All right, so the face, as you can see, it's mostly prepped. I am going to use the Pat McGrath Labs concealer. This is a great concealer. It is a awesome, awesome formula. I am in LM9, and it's a long name. I mean, everybody with these names, just call it a concealer. But okay, here we go. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. I think that's what it says. It's so small, I can't see it. But anyways, I'm in LM9. Just to put it in perspective, do you see how it kind of just looks like my skin? Here's the one that I use from Essence that I absolutely love. I love this concealer from Essence. Do you see how the color difference? So this one gives me a lot more brightness than this does. But you know, like when you're ordering things online, sometimes you just don't know. You know, you just take your best guess. But I do love the formula. So if I ever reorder a concealer from Pat McGrath, I will get a lighter shade because the formula, like I said, it's very good. I'm going to use my Anissa Angled Contour Brush to blend this out. Such a good brush, you guys, for blending out your concealer. These Anissa brushes, you guys, they are bomb. They are so good. As far as for complexion, like face, I don't have any of their eye brushes except for one, but their face brushes, holy moly, amazing. Okay, the concealer is blended out. It did give me a little tiny bit of brightness. I kind of see it. All right, so now let's set it. I'm gonna set it with the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Setting Powder, one of the best under eye setting powders I have ever used. It's probably my favorite. This one is called, I can't see it. It's all worn off on the back. But I dropped it. Yep, I dropped it and I broke it. But because I loved it so much, I salvaged it. So I put it in, I transferred what I could get into a little e.l.f. kind of like this, which was an old under eye setting powder that I owned. But this is the Pat McGrath, this one. I'll link it below. All right, so I'm gonna use a Refer 35 to set that, but it is great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to order some more Pat McGrath products. I'm gonna have to get some more of this powder. I'm gonna have to get some more concealer. And you know what? A new Mothership palette should be coming out here pretty soon. I don't know when, but man, if she would make like a purple Mothership, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. That would be like my dream. Okay, so now let's do the blush. Let's do the blush before I go into with the eyes. I'm gonna use this trio. It's got two blushes. It's got a highlight in here. This is called the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Galactic Sun. All of her blushes are phenomenal. She's got really good blushes. I think I'll use the Rose one, Divine Rose, because the palette I'm gonna use Mothership 10, by the way. You know, it's gonna be rosy. Her and her rosy palettes, but I don't mind. I kind of like the rosy palettes. I'm using a Firma Brush 103. Yeah, Firma. I don't know. I can't see anymore, you guys. I cannot see. It's kind of halfway wearing off as well. But let's do the blush real quick. I did already have my face bronzed with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. That's such a good bronzer. I don't have any Pat McGrath bronzers. Do you remember like last year she came out with bronzers and I was just like, I don't know. Do I need another bronzer? And you know, I've seen some of them at TJ Maxx. I've seen a lot of Pat McGrath products at TJ Maxx lately. I know, right? All right, gonna do this side. The blush is on. I do love the fact that there's very little kick up from her blushes. So you have to like build up. I personally like that better than a blush being so powdery that it's, you know, you're going too heavy. You're having to like blend and blend and blend. Now with Pat McGrath, you have to work it up a little bit, which I think is better. It's better to add more than have to try to take away. Anyways, looks so, so beautiful. Yeah, really, really pretty blush. Very pretty. I will probably, if I can remember, I'll go back in and use the highlight at the end. If I remember. But anyways, let's get into these eyes. I'm going to get into the Mothership 10. This one is, let me make sure I got the name right. Moonlit Seduction. Not to be confused with the one she came out with last year. Moonlight, I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the tape because I want a nice snatched line. I want a nice straight line. And yes, I have to use the tape because I cannot freehand a straight line. Okay. The goal, the problem is getting both eyes even with the tape. Which is hard to do because both of my eyes are not even. They're uneven. So you know what? Who cares? It's all right. It doesn't matter. Nothing is going to be totally perfect and asymmetrical, especially when it comes to makeup. All right. Let's put this tape on this other eye. Okay. I think I got my tape as straight as I possibly can get it, you guys. Okay. You know. So now, there's only, how many mattes are in here? There's only 3 mattes in this particular palette. So I'm forced to go in a certain direction, you guys. So I'm going to go into this shade. Yeah, do I want to do this shade? Yeah, I'm going to go into this shade right here. This matte right here, it's called Plum. It's called Plum Cabaret. And wow, it's dark. All right, we're gonna tap off. I'm thinking maybe I should have gone into this one first. This one's called Rosewood Romantic. Nope, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm gonna use the mirror that's in here. Hopefully I can see it. Now, I'm gonna be honest about something with Pat McGrath. Her mattes are difficult for me to use. Across the board in all of her palettes, because I have some of her Christmas palettes, a couple of her, you know, larger Christmas palettes that she's come out with the past couple years. And even in there, they're difficult. However, her shimmers and her special Blitz Astral shade, which by the way, she stopped doing that special formula, I want to say in Mothership 9, Utopian Dream, which is my favorite. It's my all-time favorite Pat McGrath Mothership palette. I purchased them for that. These beautiful shimmery shades. And I always buy Pat McGrath on a sale. I never pay full price. Never paid full price one time for a Mothership palette. All right, I'm going to go do that on this side. On this eye. Okay, both eyes are even thus far. You know, some people don't have a problem with Pat McGrath's matte formula. In fact, some YouTubers that I love, that I watch and trust, they love Pat McGrath's matte formula. I mean, they think it's impeccable, but for me, it doesn't work. It does not work well. Like I have to work really hard to make it even, try not to make it look patchy. But it's just the nature of my skin. So I'm going to go into this darkest shade right here. It's called Extreme Nocturne. And I am taking a Morphe, I don't know what brush this is, but it's a very small angled brush. And I'm going to start to carve out an outer V. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch gears just real quick. I'm gonna take a more fluffy brush, a Jacqueline, a JH40. I'm gonna go back into that same shade because I do want to carve out an outer V, and then I can maybe go in with this real tight angled brush. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of follow the line of the tape and allow the tape to kind of help guide me. And I'm going to start to put some of that into the crease and kind of start to, yeah, carve out that outer V and blend it at the same time. Did you get all that instruction? No, this is not an instructional video. You guys, I will do, some of you in my last video, I did ask if you wanted me to do a more of an in-depth instructional video on how I personally put makeup on eyeshadow with hooded eyes, with all the loose skin that I have, you know, with my aging eyes. Like, how do I apply glitters, shimmers, things like that. I will do that in another video. Even though I know you guys see me put makeup on all the time, but sometimes it's very helpful to just get it broken down. Okay, I like how that is coming out. I'm gonna take the first brush that I was using. By the way, this was a Refer 16, and I'm gonna just kind of blend it. I'm gonna blend this out. I'm gonna calm down that darker shade a little bit, meld these two together. This is good. The tape is doing its job. It's helping me keep a straight line. Beautiful. You know what? I don't think I even need that little, maybe I'll use this as maybe an eyeliner on the top of the, I don't know. I'll see. All right, let's do that on this side. I'm going to move over here. Okay, guys, both eyes are even thus far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight the brow bone. I'm going to take a angled brush. This is a Luxie, I don't know, because I can't see it. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It is a metallic and it's called Skin Tense Glow. Pat McGrath and her names. Beautiful though. Oh, so beautiful. She does have just such a beautiful formula when it comes to her metallics, her shimmers, you know, these beautiful just sparklies. Gosh, she just really knows what she's doing. All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's take this tape off. Let's see. Do I need to do any cleanup? I don't know. We're about to find out. All right, let's see if this is even. Even enough, you guys. Even enough. You know, when it's all said and done, people are looking at a whole picture of you. Your whole, you know, everything about you, your whole face is done. Nobody's going to notice any little mistake that you've made. I notice my mistakes that I made because I made them. So now what I'm going to do is we have to add some razzle dazzles. I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath. This is her Intensify Eyes Artistry Wand. It's an over glorified glitter glue. That's all this is. You don't have to have, this is kind of like you click it. It's kind of satisfying, right? And then this part right here, this little white part is the glitter glue. So I am going to, I feel like I gotta click some more. So I'm just going to put this right on my eyelids and it will go on clear, which is great. And it just acts as a glitter glue. That's all that this is. I prefer glitter glue like in a tube, like I always use like my AOA Studios Tacky Base. Or if you're using like the NYX glitter glue, I don't particularly care for this product too much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay. So before that dries down, I got to get in here quick. I kind of like this lilac color right here. And then there's this one, which is called Blitz Venus. This one's Astral Lilac Aura, by the way. And then this one right here is VR Sextasy. And this one is Astral Gold Lust. Gosh, these are so pretty. Now, these are not her Blitz Astral shades because she stopped doing that in her Mothership 9. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. But these are still so beautiful. So you know what? Why don't I go into this one? I'm going to go into that one. That one was the VR Sextasy. These names. All right, let's put that on the eyelid. And then what I'll do is I'll go in as a topper and I'll put the lilac on there. Probably in the inner corner. Oh God, it's so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna do that on this side. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back in with the glitter glue. I'm gonna put it in my inner corners and we are gonna make these inner corners shine. And I'm gonna use a brush because, you know, I better err on the side of caution. And I'm gonna use a Rephr 15 mini, or I'm sorry, I'm gonna use a Rephr 14 mini, and I'm gonna go into the lilac shade here. This one's called Astral Lilac Aura, and just kind of tap. Stunning. Okay, I'm gonna tap off, and I'm gonna try to blend whatever I can upwards without it falling all over my face. Oh, gosh, that lilac shade on top of that matte pink. Ooh, you guys, stunning. All right, so beautiful. All right, do that side. Let's do the other eye. Okay, guys, those eyes are even and they look absolutely, oh, they look so, so pretty. How about we go in with a 13, Rephr 13 mini? And you know what? I haven't used this matte shade right here. This one's Rosewood Romantic. Rosewood Romantic. I need to like double check it. All right, let's take that underneath the lower lash line. Ooh, you guys, those are beautiful eyes. I'm so glad that I revisited Pat McGrath because, man. All right, now, what do we need to do? Oh, let's tightline. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs. This is her Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil Crayon Contour in Extreme Black. That was a mouthful. Just call it an eyeliner. All right, I'm going to tightline the tops and the bottom. Okay, the tight lining is done. Let's go in with some mascara. Now, I don't have a Pat McGrath mascara anymore. I did used to use her Dark Star mascara. I think that's what it was called. And it was good. The only thing was is that it dried out really quickly, but it was really great before it dried out. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick because with these eyes, I need a very thick mascara and I'm debating, do I want false lashes? Let's see if this mascara can compete with these eyes. Let's see if we can get away without using false lashes. Oh, I got a bunch of fall on my face. I'll clean up later. Okay, you guys, those eyes are done. They look absolutely stunning. I don't think I'm gonna put false lashes on. I just for the sake of simplicity, so this video is not like too long. But now let's go in with the lips. Now I've got a bunch. I've got 4 liners. I've got several of her lipsticks. I have a bunch of, I got a bunch of her glosses that are, her lip products are very, very good. So, oh man, what can I think I'll go in with the Pat McGrath Labs Ultra, no, let me start over. It's a mouthful again. Perma Gel Ultra Lip Pencil Crayon in Suburbia. I think, oh yeah, that'll be intense. Maybe I could do a light lip like with it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I got some lipsticks over here that I thought maybe I would use, so I'll decide in a second here. I pulled out two lipsticks. This one is like a matte, like wine color almost. This one's called Divine Romance. Kind of reminds me of like a Merlot. And then this one, ooh, that one's called Skin Flicks. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the Skin Flicks. Oh, well, you know what? No, I changed my mind. I'm going to go glam. I'm going to go glam and I'm going to put on the Divine Romance. Ooh. Boy, is that a lip or what? Generally, I don't like matte lipsticks, but sometimes I make an exception. Sometimes you have to make exceptions for beauty, for science. All right, let me wipe my hands up because you know I have to add a little razzle dazzle to those lips. And I am going to use, you guys, I'm so sorry. They do not sell this anymore, or she doesn't sell it anymore. This is the Bronze Astral Vinyl Lip Gloss. It's called Bronze Astral. Let me show it to you up close. Look at how, just look at how beautiful. See how just so beautiful. She was having a Black Friday sale like 2 or 3 years ago, and I bought like 2 packs of these because I was just, I have to have it. So I purchased one, loved it, and then purchased another one. All right, so because it's a travel size, there's no like applicator. You just either put it directly on the lips or you just like put it on your hand here. So since I'm the only one that uses it, I'm just gonna put it directly on my lips. Okay, one more step before I show you the final look. I'm going to spray the face, and I don't have a Pat McGrath Labs setting spray. I don't even know if she has one. Does she? I'm not even, if she did, I'm very unfamiliar. All right, I'm gonna spray the face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the Ultra Matte to travel size. They were buy one. They were buy one, get one free. I started spraying and I didn't want to keep talking because it goes in my mouth. They were buy one, get one free at Ulta like a couple weeks ago. Okay, you guys, the setting spray is dry, but I did forget to go in with the highlight. So let's just do that right now real quick, and then I can show you the final look. I'm gonna use an AOA Studio F19 brush to put this on. Ooh, did you see all that fluff? So beautiful. I'm gonna do that on this side. A little bit right here. A little boop boop. A little boop boop. A little boop 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 boop. Okay. Okay, guys, I can now show you the final look. Okay, you guys, this makeup look is complete. That is revisiting Pat McGrath. Boy, am I glad that I revisited Pat McGrath. It's been so long since I've used Pat McGrath, and I think that she has just got some amazing products. I mean, say what you want about her motherships. I can understand not wanting to spend that much money, but she has other products that are really good. Like, I highly recommend her lip products. Highly recommend her blushes, highly recommend her her highlighters. This magic I don't know, intensify eyes glitter glue, I don't recommend that. You don't need to spend that kind of money on a glitter glue. But she's got great lip liners, and the eyeliner worked beautifully. I love the formula of the concealer. That is great, and hands down, that under eye setting powder is probably my all-time favorite. So she does have really great products, like I said, beyond those motherships. But anyways, you guys, comment below, tell me what you think. Do you like my eye looks? I think it's beautiful. I feel so glamorous. My husband's gone at work. I feel like he needs to come home and take me on a date or something. My son's at camp, so it would be prime opportunity, right? But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.